Here we go. Let me just go ahead and pause. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream today, most likely. We'll see how it goes. Let's pop out Geo Chan. I kinda miss Soulship, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna do some Soulship and rank. Help the volumes coming in, that's fun. Rika, hello, hello. First duel of the day coming out with a coin toss on our side, so I think it's looking pretty good for us right now. How are you doing? How are you today? How is Rika? Head pats enabled. Oh, wow, this is actually a really good hand. Let's see, what do we want to do? I guess we should start with Chivalry. Oh, you got a new game to try out? What game? Okay, so they add Chivalry Red, that's fine. We still got options. Let's see. Yeah, I guess Chivalry would equal our best bet here. That's all we can really do. That's okay. We might as well just get the full effects, to be honest. You wanted to go to sleep like 3 hours ago, but you're still awake? Well, hello, Brett. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, nice. You know what? This all worked out in our favor. The shuffle gave us Shirayu. Probably Chivalry. It's 3 AM and you have work in 5 hours. It do be like that. I will say sometimes I cut it kind of close. I probably shouldn't, but especially on the weekends, I do cut it kind of close. Wonderful. Look at that, we got our Soulship one set. I think this is pretty much it for now. We're gonna end our turn. If everything works out the next turn, we can use Buzzsaw Shock to get the Impervious Soulship. So there's a new event coming called the Attribute Festival. And it's gonna be 4 different attributes. I think it's Wind, Earth, Fire, and Water. You can only have decks with cards from those attributes, so it's like a Donnell, hello, it is a surprise. So, Punk? Foxy Tony. We don't have Ash, so they're just gonna do what they do. But what's it called? Yeah, the new event's gonna be Attribute. Since it's gonna be Attribute, we got a lot of cards. We got a lot of cards for it. We're really excited. Like 6 Punk monster from your deck to your hand. Yeah, so just a little short, small stream today. I kind of missed Lunken's Soulship. So that's what's happening. Yeah, let me cook. Do it. Do the thing. Let me cook, you coward. Where's my thing? I made it's not very good, so it's not in I just threw it on the 7TV. It's not very good, but it's something, it's something. Wow, they're summoning a lot of monsters. I should maybe start reading some of these. Punk monster, special summon it. Earth deck. This is a primarily Earth deck. I will say though that if this is a primarily Earth deck, and they have level 4s, we could run this deck with Diamond Crab. Assuming, like, it's even relevant, but... Looks like a Synchro deck, but who knows, maybe it has more than Synchro. I wonder if Suship's ever gonna get a Synchro. Or a Link Monster. Wouldn't that be crazy? I don't know how well that would actually work with the deck, to be honest, but... I don't know, there's a lot of other archetypes that do that. Like, Plunder Patrol has one of each kind. I think Mermail has everything except Synchro. Ice Barrier's Pierce Synchro, but... I know, Madolches do... Do they only know? I swear they have a Link Monster. I think Madolches have a Link Monster. I could be wrong. What else has, like, all 3? I don't know if I'm not super familiar with card types, so... Not off the top of my head is it something I can, exactly think of, but... You know... Something like that. Adult Choice have some Blink Seeds. What is going on with this? Return them to the hand. Well, they returned some of our cards to our hand. Ain't going too hard. Maybe just one. I don't know. I haven't I haven't really played them. We didn't really have anything to stop them, so the first duel ain't going too amazing. But that's okay. That's how it is on the rank ladder. Yeah, I don't know. I know Trap Tricks has Xyz and Link, I think. I think the last time we played Trap Tricks they had 2? I could be wrong. Salie, hello, hello. Welcome back. How are you doing? This is off schedule. This is off schedule, but I felt like my opponent is Yami Yuki. Thoughts? But yeah, hello. I just felt like I kind of missed Suship. Like Penguins was amazing, but I kind of missed Suship a little bit. So we're gonna do a little bit of Suship. It might actually be an all Yu-Gi-Oh week, to be honest. Oh my god. Are they... Is this a Magician deck? Are they... They're playing the Magician deck. They got the Dark Magician icon with the... They're just missing the board. They got the city board for whatever reason. He usually plays it when I play Trickstars. Interesting. Yeah, welcome. We're just, you know, some casual ranked. I was talking about how I noticed there's a new event starting soon called the Attribute Festival. They're just gonna keep doing their thing. I have nothing to stop them right now. But with the Attribute Festival, what is... Actually, let me read something. Special summons card from your hand. You can only use each effect. Okay, yeah, so I can technically summon both of these if I need to. I can summon both. They got some cards. They got 2 face downs and they got the Magic Circle. I might want to get rid of the Dark Magician, to be honest. We'll see what happens. It'll be Yu-Gi-Oh for you later tonight too? Nice. Yu-Gi-Oh's fun. Love Yu-Gi-Oh. You can only get so far, so let's see. Technically, the safer bet is to get the spell card. I will say, it is usually the safer bet. I kind of wanted Ikora. We still... I could still potentially get Ikora. Okay, no problem. It is what it is. Well, we can still destroy their apprentice magician. They're gonna banish one of our cards. Good morning, good morning. Okay. Mirror Force, it is what it is. Rest in peace. And then I'm gonna destroy their magician apprentice. I only gotta destroy a monster, but good morning, Hatchet. But attack their life points directly. And then, if anything, we get rid of their Dark Magician. We'll end our turn. Hopefully they don't do anything too crazy. We can at least get another Shabri, because we're going to activate daily. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Hatchet. Let's just activate this. Yeah, who knows? There might be a whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Week. Variety Day could be anything. Maybe I'll do Yu-Gi-Oh! All week long. Won't that be crazy? We'll see how I'm feeling. How the hands are feeling too. The illusion of choice. Well, I'm gonna at least banish the one from the graveyard so they can't use it. Maybe I should have read the effects of this one. Well, now they only have 2 copies of Dark Magician. Wait, what was that? What is this? Interesting, interesting. Well, let's go ahead and just summon Shirayu normally. They have a Dark Magician in their hand, that's crazy. Okay, and then what happens? Hello, Mino, how are you doing? Okay, they're gonna banish one of my cards. That's okay, though. Because we got another one. Let's see. Got 2 force. They already use Eternal Soul. What's this one? I don't think they can stop me. I think we can just straight up Utopia. I don't think they can stop me. Sometimes when in doubt, you don't cook, you just summon a monster. We don't need to go all the way with the big attack points. We just need to take them out normally. So. Wonderful. Solid duel, solid duel. Pretty standard, but you know, standard ain't bad. this? A wicked worm beast. That is not looking nice. I'm no longer looking at that card. It had my interest, it lost it immediately. So I am not sorry. We've been on that for quite some time. We can take that off a little. Keep them on that toe. We got the full waterboard. I wonder what that's like. I'll never know. I'll have to find out next round. I can't even see what that is. I can't see what that card back is. I can't tell. If we use Ash as a monster, we might have to be honest. I think we're gonna use Ash as a monster. You love unplayable hands? No, we can... There's something to be done here. There's something to be done here. It ain't much, but you know. Definitely. I have to say both, actually. I should have said both so I can Ash myself twice. What is this? Okay. They run Atlantean. Okay. Well, looks like we don't need the second Ash anyways. But they're gonna call by the grave, so... we wouldn't even be able to use it. The real play was summoning it in defense position. What's he having on hand? This is the real play because we don't have any Shari at all. When we get Shiryu, it gives us a Shari. That's fine. I still can't get over the fact that, recap from the other stream. I can't get over the fact that the Ice Penguin, even if you banish it, it still activates. That's so satisfying. I'll have to reread the effect of the card, but I think it says, like, if it were to leave the field by your opponent's effect... Electric Jellyfish. Interesting. Another level 4. When one water monster from your hand. Well, this is actually a really good card. And it's level 4. You just have to have Omi in the deck. When there's no face-up field fell, the field is treated as Omi. That's kind of crazy. You have a build deck? What's a build deck? Tell me about this build deck. Oh my god. Don't tell me you're gonna DPE. Oh, a new deck. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, View. I've never heard of this archetype before. No, I get you. I swear to god, if you DPE, I'm going to riot. Ooh, what did they send to the grave? Oh my god. Of course. Everyone and their mother's uncle. It's not completed. Well, you'll have some chance to pick up some gems soon, because that new event is coming out. Of course, DPE. Yeah, lots of opportunity. Everyone and their mother's uncle runs this. You can still play with it? I see. Let's see. Well, we get the one shot. The shot's gonna go down real fast. Um. Oh, never mind. Okay, this is exactly what we want. I was hoping to bait him out. This is what perfect. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay. Okay, we're gonna activate the effect. Hopefully the face down doesn't do something crazy. It's called by the grave. Oh, okay? Okay. Okay. I'm... whatever. Okay, ask me again, so whatever. But hey, what's up, Fizak? Soulship is really nice. I personally like them a lot. Doesn't really matter the order because we only get to summon one of them. But it's gonna let us summon 2 Soulships, so that's what's important. Yes, we're gonna summon it to the field. No shrimp pose. Oh, okay. Posture. Let me. I'm straightening myself up. Oh, my back. My back, like not in a bad way. I normally you prefer eating sushi rather than playing them. I mean, I like a little bit of both, you know. Face up in defense position. Here we go. Let's see. We can hit the 2 birds with 1 stone. We can attack twice. I think we can OTK this turn. Because Ikora attacks twice. Wonderful. We cannot Utopia double, but that wasn't the plan anyway. Duel's gonna wrap up wonderfully. Well, you know, just as an insurance policy. Okay, we're gonna attack the Predator plant. We're gonna activate his effect. Destroy. What's this one? Okay. And Ikora attacks twice. Nice. Yep. Now our posture's all straighten up. I'm gonna forget to hold it in like a minute or 2, but I'm gonna straighten my back. Straighten my back. Thank you. Thank you. I like the price. Oh, we ranked up. Here we go. We're on our way. We're on our way towards plan. So, good old Soulship. I like it a lot. Like it's very straightforward, but I will say some of the cards, like I like how I have a card with Ikora that not only can I attack twice, even if I'm not attacking twice, if I do battle damage with a Soulship, I can destroy one of their cards. I like how Oni can negate an effect. It's like, I feel like they play really well with each other, so. And I like the deck a lot. Let's see. Well, let's not do that. Thanks. Why? So long? I'm gonna not have my cards get banished. Thank you. Wait, they surrendered? Wait, what? Wait a second. Wait. Pause. Wait. We need to look at what's this person's deck? I need to know. Dimension Shifter. If you have no cards in your graveyard, send this card from your hand to your graveyard until the next turn. Any card. What is this? Apparently we just win. You want a duel? We can pop open a duel room. Let's. You can duel penguins, Brett. You can duel penguins. No, no penguin. Well, we'll stick with sous ship anyways. That's fine. Or plunder patrol. How about plunder patrol? Hey, Floki. Here's the roll call. How about plunder patrol? You know, we might as well practice plunder patrol. Brett's the first on the duel table. Anyone's welcome to come in and join. We'll set up the unofficial queue. General rules establish being you know, in order of first come, first serve, and usually you know, we like to try to get through everyone if we can before we do rematches. But yeah, ready when you want. Plunder patrol. Let's go. The duel in Brett. Duel room has opened. We'll go first. Yeah, you know, coin toss is in our favor today. Can you ask a question? That's concerning in some ways, but yes, you can ask a question. You can definitely ask a question. You already did? Nice, nice, nice. Let's use my brain. Let's use our brain. They got something. There's some kind of hand trap. Whether it be Maxi or something else. Maybe we should have gone with the synchro, but it is what it is. Blackbeard. No, we're not gonna do that. Not yet. We're just gonna head to the end phase. Quality even for now. Thank you. Thank you for the question, Mino. Always appreciate it. It's good to be asked questions sometimes. You know, you think about it in the grand scheme of things. If people are always asking you questions, that means you got answers. You know, I feel like it kind of means like if people ask you a lot of questions, doesn't mean they kind of rely on you. No? I'm going to say no? Generator. Lost quest. Generator. Bread build generator. Whatever that is. Also, wait, look at this dual mate. It's so shiny. She's got sparkles and everything. Condemned with everything. Okay, forbidden droplets. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Look at this. To the graveyard. Plunder patrol. Is this good in the graveyard? Let's breathe. Model generator boss of light. Can only control one. Yo. What is this skill? One plant monster from the deck to your hand. Only once per turn. Special summon one monster from your deck? That's crazy. What is this? Okay. There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening right now. Huh. Well, I've never played this deck before, so... Oh, hello. Warlord Renji, hello. Thank you. Thank you for the flow. We're supposed to be playing Gonkin Soul Ships. I'm dueling some viewers right now. If you want to hop in the duel room, it's open. I'm playing my Plunder Patrol deck. I normally play, headpats. There's my headpad. Okay, what's it called? We normally play Plunder Patrol. But right now, we should be able to get out the synchro, because they have a light one. That's right, Effect Valor. Well, round 2. Run it back. We'll do that. But yeah, I normally play water decks, so, with Gonkin Soul Ship, even though they're like fire monsters, Sushi's like made of fish. And, what's it called? Sushi's made of fish. And, what's that difficult? Does this do anything in the graveyard? Sushi's made of fish, and I do usually like I do this thing where I try to turn most of my decks into a water deck by like running another card with it. Maybe I should have just attacked, to be honest. Okay. Well, let's head to the battle phase. Let's get rid of this card. Lots going on right now. Main phase 2, we still can't do anything, so it is what it is. They got a lot to work with right now, but it's not like we can stop them. Yeah, I'm assuming since you're here, you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Let me know what kind of decks you play if you want to let me know. You don't have to, but yeah. I also have Ice Barrier. I have I play Ice Barrier, I have a Marine Cess deck, a Shark XD deck. I have a Frightful Water deck mix. And then we're playing Plunder Patrol. I also recently, what's it called? I also recently, you can list them all if you want, but yeah, I just built a Penguin deck, and like, it's not Flow and Breeze, by the way. It's like straight penguins. There's a card called Penguin Brave. We did a whole thing with it the other day, Friday, and it's actually crazy. It's the hot new meta, I tell you. It's kind of insane. What's this? Effect. Yeah, the new event's coming soon too. We might actually be able to run penguins in the new event, but I know they're gonna probably limit some of the cards, so we're gonna have to see. It is. It works out really well. What does this do? What does this do? Let me read this card. One monster from your hand or graveyard. Interesting. Oh, is this a dark monster? Let's go. Penguin meta is real. I tell you, it's. Maybe we'll run it into the rank ladder in a minute. And if you do destroy that card, well. This is all we can do for we can't even do it for now. They're just gonna run it back. Let's see. But yeah, no, penguins are really strong. Another one. Generators seem kind of strong. I don't really have... Maybe if I had a few more Plunder Patrol cards, but we kind of threw everything at each other the first 2 rounds, so... I'm still not super familiar with Plunder Patrol. Like, I built Plunder Patrol and Penguins recently. But yeah, so my Penguin deck revolves around a card called Penguin Brave. It's a 6-star Synchro monster, and it plays around Penguin cards like Penguin Soldier. And it's really neat. I like it a lot. It's really funny, too. It's like I'm not even playing the same game as them. It's kind of crazy. No, that one won't work. This one won't work. Guess this is our best bet, to be honest. Like, it's gonna get destroyed, but, you know. Might as well. Actually... Oh, dang it. This is a quick effect. I should have waited till the battle phase. Why? I'm always getting ahead of myself. Unfortunate. Yeah, Generator looks pretty strong. But maybe it's just because I don't have, like, the right setup to deal with it. So, we'll see. Penguins, though? Penguins. Kinda crazy. Tell you. I really do tell you. You gotta witness the penguin. Rest in peace, Plunder Patrol ship. Is there a reason why this one's in the... Oh, okay, that's why it's in defense position. Dang it! I really could have just ran it back. This ain't gonna help us right now, but at least we can finally get rid of that board. What is this? Okay, well, we just, you know, we just don't do it. We just don't do it in response. Don't respond. That's the answer. I think we lose. I think we lose here, to be honest. Nothing comes out of the graveyard, but... Oh, but we draw a card, so who knows? Maybe we can turn it around right here, right now. My spell card. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We can do some kind of cooking with this. This is exactly what we need. Here we go. White beard activate. We're cooking. We're cooking. They're gonna negate it, but we're cooking. We try cooking. We fail. We fail. We may survive to the next turn though, because they can't really summon anything else though. Actually, no, they could take us out. Red could take us out if they want to. Unfortunate circumstances. We were potentially gonna turn that around, but it is what it is. Actually, wait, do some math. Do some math. If they can't summon another monster, even if they put them all into attack position, we can survive to the next turn. Oh, never mind. Here it comes. Forgot I sent that to the graveyard earlier, but it's in defense position. Okay. Okay, never mind. It may be over. We definitely tried. Gonna summon something else, right? No? What's happening? Link summon? Link summon. Eco Talker. Man, everyone in the Mother's Uncle. I have a... I don't dislike it as much as I dislike Eldritch, but I have a thing with Access Code Talker. Where it feels like everybody runs like Access Code Talker. Does he attack twice? No? Wait, we're still in this. We're still in this. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Plunder Patrol? Back on it. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. This you can target. That's not gonna help us. Is this gonna help us? We can only use Whitebeard once per turn. Who's gonna help us the most? Dang it. Why must you make it that I can only summon Plunder Patrol cards? This would have been the perfect moment to hit him with the Stealth Kraken, to be honest. But that's okay. We might have to stall. And I'll have to live with that. I'll have to live with the fact that we may have to stall. Solemn Judgment. Hate those guys, you run it too. They're like the goons, you know, Axis and Decode Talker. They're like the bank bros from League of Legends. They're like, you know, when you got the Yauso and the Yone, and they just show up, and you're like, hello, Icon Ghost. How's things been going? It's been going pretty okay. We're just having a, yeah, the Soul of Judgment really, really do be out here like. But GG, friend. Generators, pretty good. Pretty good. Thank you for the duel. Nice. Hey, Floki. We can run Plunder. Actually, Floki, you said you wanted to play Penguins, right? Let's play Penguins. I remember Floki specifically saying that they wanted to play Penguins the other duel, so I mean the other day, so. That was a solid duel, Brent. Good job. Yes. Challenge the Penguins. So, here we go. Warlord, you're about to witness. Going to bed again without sleeping. Well, you know, I've heard that if you, like, lay down and you close your eyes and you, like, you know, just try to sleep and meditate, it's supposed to give you similar health effects. It's not the big guns. It's just Floki wanted to play him, so. But yeah, I've been going pretty good. How are you, Icon Ghost? Been 40. It's the Madolce board. Look at that. It's adorable. It's not very thematic, but you know. Let's see. How hard do we want to go? We could go really hard. Okay, we got this. We got this. Okay, so we could go for the special, but things have been decent. Okay. We could go for the special, right? But the thing is, like, so for me personally, I feel like when I'm dueling anyone in the duel room that hops in, like, I want to take my opponents very seriously, if that makes sense, you know? So I gotta set up with my best board possible. Best board possible is gonna be... Is there another 3-star toner? The Dawn Chain. Summon Exodia. But yeah, I gotta, you know, gotta go out there with your best foot forward, so. Loki's gonna be drawing a lot of cards, and that's okay, we can live with that. You know what? It's time. Bring out the Deck Master. Say hello to Penguin Brave. Things are gonna get real nutty real fast. Penguin Brave lets me summon a penguin from my deck face down in defense position. No penguin activates whenever a penguin's monster's effect is activated. It lets me summon him back from the graveyard. With no penguin on the field, we're gonna go ahead and get another penguin from on deck onto the field. So, go ahead and set this penguin. Panel's going out. It is. It really is. It's a lot happening at once. Really is a lot. You glad to see? Nice. Yeah, I think my brain kind of just filled in the gaps there. Then we're gonna end our turn. If somehow Floki clears our entire board, we hit him with the evenly matched. Oh, it's the Frightful deck. Nice. Love to see it. Really excited. I'm actually super hyped. I really like the concept of the Frightful deck. Like, I feel like the cards, the like Fluffles and Frightful, like they work so well together. I think it's a really like well-built deck, you know? Like, I played it myself before and I really like the engine. It runs pretty good. Okay, Crockett. Yes, I will continue to my main phase. Now we will end our turn. They're probably gonna send Penguin Brave to the graveyard, and that's fine. We can do that. You're not gonna bring out Boss Monster yet. You know better than some. You do know better than some. Penguins are something, let me tell you. We got a lot of options though. We got a lot going on with our penguins. Foolish burial goods. Standard. Summon Geo! Hello, Geo. Welcome. Okay, so like personally, so me and the roomie. Okay, so we got 2 roomies. We got the standard roomie, and then I guess the other one we're gonna call a, I guess instead of business roomie, she did agree to be Goose Girl, so we're gonna call her Goose Girl. So Goosey and I, I don't know if she'll ever make an appearance. She doesn't like online stuff, but I digress. So Goosey and I have been watching, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh show, like both GX as well as what's it called? Both GX and the original. And we're getting to that point where there's a thing in GX where like everybody is trying to do it's that episode with the Dark Magician girl where everybody's like dressing up as like a monster, you know? Macedon needs to make an ice or a Christmas thing one. That would be nice. So like, what would you guys say would be like your monster? Like if you had to have like an avatar that like expressed you, like that thing in Yu-Gi-Oh where like they did the shadow duel and then everybody's like the Dark Magician and then like Tristan's like that soldier or whatever and Joey was like that other thing. Like, you know, if you were to summon yourself, what monster would you be, you know? Like summon yourself in game, like, you know? What monster are you? What like human do you like insert yourself, like humanoid monster do you insert yourself into like cosplay wise like they do in the TV show? Your elemental hero Neil, you'd be Morphing Jaw? That's crazy. That's kind of hype though, to be honest. Morphing Jaw? Gotta respect it, gotta respect it. Yeah, also, if I didn't already say hello, James Sparkles 21. We're playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. We're supposed to be playing Gunkin Soship, but we're taking a moment to duel some of our viewers. And I'm hitting them with the Penguin deck. There's a lot going on right now. Fight for Tiger. Destroyed them. What cards are you destroying? No Penguin? Okay, no problem. No problem. Let's see. So, Penguin Brave's pretty strong, because it can activate in response to another card. It doesn't negate the effect, but it lets me do stuff. Okay, Etching Sight is going to stop it from being destroyed, but here's the loophole. No penguin doesn't destroy your cards. All the penguins send them back to your hand. That's okay though, we'll be seeing them back real soon. Okay, toy vendor, trap cop would be good. I would be a good skill drain because you got no skills. You can't do face down. It do be like that. It do be like that. So let's see what happens. You know, we got there's a lot that's gonna happen in this duel. They're vending, they're fusion summoning, they're drawing cards. Toy vendor's going to the graveyard. Toy vendor's gonna go to the graveyard again, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. Right for fusion. Here it comes, here it comes. Is it whale? Is it whale? Can you be part of greed? So you can allow yourself to draw 2 cards. I mean, if you really identify with it, I guess. Here comes whale. Toy vendor's gonna head to the graveyard. We'll pop in one of our penguins. It's the question of which penguin. The eeny meeny, miny mo. Oh, and they're gonna pop Fright for Whale's effect too. Interesting, interesting. The double pop, the double pop. I will say that sometimes you do double pop to deny and negate, because in the chain of events, if you chain it again, you forgot what the penguins, what penguins they are? Yeah, you're gonna have to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a penguin by the toe. So, you know. It's got a... Oh, okay. Interesting, interesting. It doesn't flip. That's okay, though. That's okay. It's okay. We still got one penguin. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I don't think we survived the battle phase, actually. Unfortunate. We were gonna hit him with evenly matched. It does happen, though. It does happen. So, note? No, don't apologize. That's a good thing to take note of with penguins. Is that if they destroy the penguin while it's face down, it's not gonna activate. So I want to be able to... Is it viewer duels? Yeah, the duel room's open if you want to hop in. It's available. It's available. Otherwise, I was just gonna go back into rank. No, that's a... No. You don't need to apologize for winning. Come on, Floki. You know me. But yeah, that's a thing to, take notice. Like, I need to learn, like, what is weak about my deck. There's no ban list. No ban list at all. There's the standard ban list. Like, you know, whatever you standardly play, like, Totally Awesome is banned. Because it's not... Like, whatever is current ban list for Master Duel is the ban list. But you can play anything. You coming then? Yeah, no problem. I'll wait. We're here. But yeah. So that's something to take note when we play with some of the decks. It's like, I need to know, like, what it's strong into and, like, what I have to worry about. So, I have to worry about any cards that will... like, destroy my penguins. And if I know I'm playing into a deck with something like Whale, could you let me go first? I mean, it depends. Penguins are okay on... I think they're okay on either turn 1 or turn 2. Arguably speaking, you might want turn 1 just so you can do some crazy stuff with it. We can duel after if you want, Slender. I'm on table 3, Geo Wizard. But yeah, we can duel if you want after, Slender. I did technically, the, like, first come, first serve is, like, in terms of just say it in the chat. Sounds good. But, yeah, so, what was I saying? I get distracted so easily. My ADHD brain was saying something about... Oh, yes, okay, so, example. The Ice Penguin. That one is okay if it gets destroyed because its second effect still activates when it goes to the graveyard. But I need to take note that any of the penguins, can't use this right now. End our turn. I will say though, in like scenarios like that, when you have the Slender wants to duel you, crazy. Well, I mean, if you want to duel Floki, I can wait for you to finish, depending on how long the duels take. But I swear to God, if this is out this, I'll lose my mind. Actually, wait, is this potentially Trap Tricks? Were you the one that ran Trap Tricks? Sometimes I forget which one of my duelers run which thing. Eeny, meeny, miny. I can't remember which one you put down first. I will say a lot of the time, I feel like... We got him. That's crazy. Okay, a lot's going on. Dinomorphia. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do. Tell me I got another one. I need the conditions. I don't know if I can meet the conditions. There's a specific condition I need to meet right now. Head pads, head pads. Oh, let me get the head pads on. Can I meet these conditions? I might be able to. I hope I can meet these conditions. I don't know what they're doing, so let's see what happens. Let's see. I'm not gonna be able to use the effect, I don't think. Which one of these was summoned, but its effect was negated? Let's read. Let's go read the history while we have time. Not this one. King, Soul of the Supreme King? Was it this one? I can't remember. I can't keep track of which monster was summoned by which thing. We can't use its effect though, that's the problem. Miss Starboy's not gonna do it. We do have one chance. We do have one chance at this. It's not a quick effect. But let's see if we can do it anyways. You know, just the... No, we can't. Dang. Okay, well, we'll limit testing. We still have a way out of this. We're gonna have to see if we can pull it off. Trap trick. Okay. What is that? Favorite flame? Make your opponent shuffle all the monsters they control into the deck. Okay. Can't do anything about that. Well, we tried. We may lose this, but we're gonna try. We're gonna keep trying. There's one thing we might be able to top deck that can help us turn this around, but it's gonna be real hard. If it's a monster, we're doomed. I love you. I love you so much, but there's not much we can do, buddy boy. We don't even got penguins in the graveyard. It's a shame we do not have the condition. I think we lose, unfortunately. What I needed was, I needed to be able to use, I needed to be able to use Icebound God earlier. If I was able to use Icebound... Hey, Ventus, how you doing? If I was able to use Icebound God earlier, even though this one technically probably would have stopped the activation, as long as we can get Dinomorphia's effect off, we could have Stealth Krogan. The idea was to just Stealth Krogan, destroy one of their monsters, and then, you know, it would have been fine. But hello, hello. Sir Rayleigh? I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. It's the Dodo Beast. It's another one. We have the other Dodo Beast. We have the Stegosaurus. Not in this deck, but like I pulled it from a card pack. Dang. It is what it is. Unfortunately, we don't have a second negate attack, but would have been funny. It would have been funny. But yeah, how you doing, Vin? GG though, I will say. Yeah, if we had Icebound God set from the previous turn, maybe. I probably should have just set it anyway. And then we could have at least maybe used our conditions. But yeah, thanks for the door. Pretty good, pretty good. I need a better board setup to play into that with this deck. I think maybe Suships... I don't know if Suships could have done anything, actually. Yet Solemn Judgment on the field, dang. It is what it is. Sometimes the duels do play out like that. The only monster you got was in the Nibiru? That's tragic. Ready to do it when you are, Slender. But yeah, thank you for the follow. I'm assuming since you're here, you play Yu-Gi-Oh! So you're welcome to tell us what deck you play if you wanna... Wow, I've been winning a lot of coin tosses. I'm lucky. In some regards, I'm quite lucky. I have a lot of cool people hanging out with me. I'm lucky. This is... Well... We got one shot. But I've learned from my mistakes. Check this out. This may be a mistake. Actually, no, it's not a mistake. We get one shot. We get one shot. What's our one shot? Who's our one shot? Who's our one shot? Yeah, we're playing Penguins. It's gonna be real fun. You have other decks? Wait, I'm down. I'm also like, I was kind of feeling the itch of Suship, to be honest, so I might go back and run some Suship into the rank ladder for like a tiny bit, but we'll see. Check this out though, check this out. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bam. god. Damn. Well, we tried. Yeah, that's all she wrote on that one. That is all she wrote. Maybe I'll write some more later. Oh no. Fine. That's pretty much what we're doing. If we got called by the grave, so. What was that? What is that? Dragon mates? It's gonna get real annoying real fast. It is what it is. Kind of a brick hand, but the duel's not over till the last card's played, so at any time we could turn this around. Hello, hey, hello, how you doing, Ayo? We're just doing we were doing social in the rank ladder, and now we're just dueling. We popped open the duel room for a little bit. You know, just surprise unscheduled Yu-Gi-Oh stream because I was kind of missing the social gameplay. We're playing Dragon Maid right now. A boom? A boom? The standard. Okay. Main phase 2. Okay, nice. You'd like to request a duel? Yeah, of course. I'll throw you into the queue. Here is the duel room. Summoning a dragon maid. When I want to rank. It looks like we do have a few more duels incoming, so I probably might not rank for a little bit, considering I don't know how long the duels are gonna take, so. Usually what happens is when I end up throwing up the duel room, that tends to be the rest of the story, but it doesn't bother me too much. I like dueling people. It's fun. So, you know, I'm never too upset about that. I'm glad everyone has a good time. Oh no, higher. Okay. You got 3 to... No. You gotta surprise me. Don't give me a choice. Just run it. Don't even let me know. I think the duel's more interesting that way. Just give me the illusion of choice, you know? Let's see. Oh, wait. Right. We can just... we can just do this. Okay. Infinite impermanence. It is what it is. We got that out of the way, though, so... Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? That's fine. I just didn't like how this was highlighted. Let's see. They're gonna do the Dragon Maid thing, and that's fine. I want them to do the Dragon Maid thing. Is it though? Is it based? Better than Tears? Don't worry, don't worry. You'll be fine, you'll be fine. Gonna fusion summon. We're waiting, we're waiting. Just need to get another penguin card. Once we get another penguin card, we start cooking. We start cooking hard. Wait, okay, deal, that's fine. Once you see the line and how Kia works, you start knowing what to counter. Yeah, that's why I think it's like a little bit more fun, just not to have like anything. I'm just trying to make a very important decision. Oh, never mind. I thought I was trying to make a very important decision. Oh. You know what, this too, I don't see it as often, but like Appaloosa's also like a very popular one. We need just one more penguin card. As long as we have another penguin card, we can cook. Assuming we survive this turn, it may be a little bit hard to get the roll. We'll try though, we'll definitely try. I'm doing some math. I don't think we survived this turn. It's kind of hard though. We started with Penguin Soldier. And we couldn't get Squire onto the field. But I think that's like the nature of a well-balanced deck is you can have bad opening turns. I feel like decks where you have like no bad opening turn, that's like kind of busted, you know? Like, relatively speaking, it's like all, like, mathematically, the chance of, like, you starting with, like, all spell cards is really low. However, on the flip side, like, you know, if you can't normally have, like, hands where you can't do anything at all, that's, like, really broke. You know? But, like, you should be able, like, mathematically and, like, from a gameplay perspective, every deck should be able to brick, you know? And, like, your brick hand shouldn't be like, oh, I can't do it. Like, shouldn't be like, oh, well, I can still do stuff, but not as well as I normally do. Like, your brick hand should be like, wow, like, I basically lose the game if they take me out next turn, you know? If on your main phase, you can talk to 1 or 2. Okay, okay. A lot's happening. I'm trying to do some math. I think we still lose. I don't blame Slender though, because how the penguins ramp up, you kind of like need to have like that much negate with how penguins work. Unfortunately, we don't have negate attack up. We didn't survive for the what's it called? For the thing. But I will say that, like, I do not blame Slender for setting up the full board, because that's kind of what you need to do with, that's what you need to do with the, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, penguins, we're gonna do Ventus, like, penguins have a threat, so, like, from my perspective, too, like, I want to take everybody You go next. Nobody else is in line, I think. So yeah, I think we can start the rematches. No, it's okay. It's not really cheating. Like, I don't think it's really cheating. Like, I think since you already know how the deck works, you know, that's like part of the game. You're gonna like this deck if you don't mess up your combo. Let's see. You're just eating breakfast? What's for breakfast? You have no idea how penguins work? It's gonna be a wild duel, I'll tell you that. Oh my god! A royal finish card. Poltergeist. Some Fruit Loops? You know, solid. Cereal's pretty good. I'm more of like, I think I've said this before, I'm like a plain cornflakes kind of person. Like, I don't... It's not that I don't like the frosted flakes, but I think I actually prefer just the straight up cornflakes over like the sugared cereal. Something about it. Okay, so we got some options here. This is really greedy. Hello. Thank you for the follow, ZimTDD. This is really greedy, but I seem really familiar, do I? How you doing, Doc? Welcome. Nice to see you. I hope you've been well. I recently built this penguin deck. Check this out. We're gonna hit him with the special. So now they gotta banish cards from their field down to 1 card. Greed. Interesting. They're adding an Altergeist. Okay. Yeah, they gotta use their cards before they lose their cards, so... Whatever happened to my Fluffles? I still got them. We did build the Water Fluffle deck. We can't use Totally Awesome with it anymore, but we can still use Stuff Talking. We got a lot of new water decks, so... We're gonna watch this happen. We're gonna watch this. This is gonna play out. Either way, you gotta get rid of... 3 cards are coming off of the field. Which 3 cards, we're gonna find out in just a second. The monster stays. Interesting. Okay. Our turn. It's our turn right now. Okay. Nice. Wonderful. Let's see. Let's see. 1 card. What do we want to do? Let's activate Royal Penguin's Garden. Hello, Captain Fabulous. They got a bow to the Penguin Overlords. You made something evil, tier branded? It sounds kind of gross. Who do we want to... Oh, I know exactly who to send to the graveyard, I think. No. Yes? No. Yeah, let's just go with the standard for now. Let's just go with the standard. I'll show you the bread and the butter. The bread and butter is we send Ice Jade from Aura to the graveyard. Dragon Links for a while. We summon, check this out. So meet the Great Emperor Penguin. One of you got a quick effect? Which one of you got a quick effect? Return it to the hand. Interesting, interesting. They're gonna hit me with the quick effect, and that's okay. Because we're gonna hit them with the no you in just a sec. Oh, okay, they didn't hit us with the quick effect. Interesting, interesting. They're gonna hit us with the quick effect in a hot minute. Like, just barely a second. And then we're gonna hit them with the no you. So normally what I do is I'd summon these two cards, but there's a particular reason why I'm summoning these two monsters instead. So whenever Glacial Beast full of penguins activated, I can return one of their cards to their hand. I'm gonna go ahead and return this one. They're gonna return a card to my hand. So let's see what happens. You remember way back when you used to use Cyber Dragons? Penguin deck. It is a penguin deck. Hello, Kenny with 1K. We're supposed to be playing Gunken Suship and Rank, but I opened up the I opened up the duel room for viewers, so here we are. Thank you for the follow. Let's see, we got options. Let's see. You like penguins? Well, thank you. Hello, Thanos, dude. Also, thank you for the follow. We're running out of time. We got two penguins. No more extra summons in the dream. So, one card in defense position. She's the only one we can get out for time being, relatively speaking. You like the ducks, but they ain't no duck cards. Isn't there like Wind Duck, right? Wind Duck? There's Wind Duck, isn't there? Playing against viewers? I am. We got the dual room code right over here. Let's see. To be honest, this is our only option right now, but that's okay. We can still work with it. You wanna play? Go ahead. Hop into the room. I will say that I did promise, promise a duel to, wait, we can't even attack because we skipped the battle phase. Let's see. Well, hopefully we survive to the next. So we did promise another viewer a rematch really quick, but after I play them, I'll duel whoever is hopping into the room. So if you want to duel, would be in order, I guess. Undead then Kenny, since Undead did technically ask about playing against viewers, but either way, Alta guys. The bait didn't work out how I hoped to, so maybe we should have gone with the bread and butter, but it is what it is. I feel like I want to test out different play styles with the penguin deck, because it might as well. You know? One, for starters, like, I might as well. This is the dual room code. Yeah, you're welcome to, I'm kind of a newer streamer, so I don't have commands set up. Is there no queue? I do the queue kind of just based on whoever says they want to duel. And I just keep track of it myself. I do a pretty good job if I do say so myself. General rules on rematches is usually up until like the last match before the rematch would happen. As long as no one like says any, like I try to duel everybody who says something before the rematch happens, so. I did promise before everybody else asked about the duel room, another viewer a rematch, but after that, he would start again, so. That's just kind of how the queue works. So if you wanted to duel, I would get to you after like 3 more duels, but I can throw you into my personal keeping track of queue if you would like. What is this? Never seen this before. Interesting. And then what's this one? Rating. I think the last time we dueled, I still had Totally Awesome though, so I will say Totally Awesome is banned. If it makes you feel better, Totally Awesome is banned. I could be wrong though. Did you duel me when I had Suships? Do you remember, Duck? I'm not sure. I can't remember the last time we dueled. I've been doing too many duels since then to remember what I could have been playing. I built like 2 more decks since then. I miss Totally Awesome too. It was Suships. Suships is pretty strong. Suships with Totally Awesome was... Now that was something, let me tell you. Man, I miss Totally Awesome. It's still here with me, emotionally, but... Not anymore. Bricky eyes. Well, yeah, but like, I could still use it, but I feel like if we're playing, I might as well, That's right, I'm adding a water monster from the graveyard to my hand. We want to add to our hand. That's right. I kind of misplayed this. I should have added a different monster, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Sorry, Mr. Boy. You're new to the game? No problem. It's been like a year since I started playing, so I did kind of mess it up. I forgot that the Ice Jade worked that way. That's on me. Misplaying on my part, but I was a new player. Oh wow, wow, that's crazy. What's this? Let's do this really quick. Been a year? I mean, oh, okay, you could argue that, yeah, technically, by technicality. Let's see, what else can we do? We cannot do too much right now, but it is what it is. I did kind of mess up Miss Starboy. I probably should have added this to my hand. I forgot how this worked, to be honest. I forgot that these 2 cards work together like that, so that's on me for not being familiar with that part of the deck. I did just build this like 3 days ago, so if you want to give me the benefit of the doubt, I swear I'm a slightly better duelist than this. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. Fortunately, we cannot activate their effects, so kind of a hard duel. So used to it now. No, Penguins has its moments, but I will say, like, a lot of my decks, what's the blue crab's name? Canonically speaking, in my VTubers have this thing called lore. I'm just doing my my due diligence, you know, to keep up with I don't necessarily I am by, you know, like standard definition of VTuber. I will say I probably don't fit into like the mold or expectation of what a VTuber is. So like in standing with my lore, its name is her name's supposed to be Santonia, but like lore-wise, I used to be the crab, and now I'm a lobster. Wow, what's this? Interesting, interesting. You evolved from a crab. you could say. There's a level of like complication to it because I'm just like, well, I don't want it to be too like baseline, but that's fine. We can let that happen. It may be the death of us, but that's like the TLDR on it. I had another crab model a while back that like I had someone drew for me and then I rigged it and I haven't had time to you know what they say in like evolutionarily speaking, everything evolves into a crab. Like there's so many convergent lines of evolution that evolve into a crab. Sorry, I'm going on like a huge tangent, but anyway, so whenever I get around to having enough free time to like rig this crab, I'll probably have a redeem. We can switch over to a crab bee. You used like the crab on stream. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. You used to be an alligator when you were younger, but you changed. You used to be a duck. Also, if you guys have 7TV, I have 7TV emotes activated. I'm probably... I don't know what amount to set it as. Do I have it as a redeem yet? I may not have added it yet. I want to add a redeem when I figure out how to set it up to like... You could add stuff to the 7TV Twitch, like, browser extension thingy thing. But, like, basically what it does is it, like, it lets you use, like, free emotes on channels that, like, upload emotes. And there are some, like, free global ones, but you can do stuff like, you're gonna see it pop up on my head, because that's where the chat is. You can witness, the fish. Witness a pog fish. Crab reigns supreme. So after Ventus, if you wanted to duel Undead Faith, by technicality, because you asked about like dueling against viewers, you would be first in queue if you wanted to duel. Otherwise, I think it was Thanos and then no, I think it was Kenny and then Thanos. Yeah, Kenny then Thanos. I'm reading the chat. I do a pretty good job of like, you know, I try to do a pretty good job of keeping track of it. Penguin's back in our hand. Raw? Raw. GG though. GG. Let me do the thing. Thanks for the duel. I'll give it like half a minute. I'll give it half a minute if Undead Faith wants to hop in. Otherwise, after 30 seconds, I will duel the Kenster on table 1. So we'll just let that. We'll start that counter right now. I'm looking at a thingy for 30 seconds. But yeah, no, like I just really like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Personally. Like, oh wait, oh I totally forgot. That's right. I was supposed to duel you. We had a rematch. Yeah, okay. I did promise before everybody else hopped in. I was supposed to rematch Geo Sacred Wizard. Yes, let's do that really quick. I don't think this should take too long because I feel like whatever we're playing is gonna be like really one-sided for one of us. But yeah, basically in the time of this duel, if we don't hear a response back from Undead, he'll be first up. But I did say before I said the other thing that Gio and I did have a rematch too. I totally forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I do try my best, but like your brain memory only keeps up to like 3 things at a time. Altergeist is pretty strong. I think probably where the duel went south is I went for the creative play instead of the standard, which is okay. But I probably should have just gone for like the standard opening and just got out like the 2 standard penguins and then not fusion, synchro summoned. But you know, like I want to experiment with the deck more to see what I can do. Because we've only been playing it for like the 1 day, and I will say we got a pretty good grasp of the deck, but similar to how Super Quantum White? Super Quantum Green. Another one. I digress. But yeah, no, I really like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I just like playing it. Even if I'm not winning, I like playing against different decks. I like seeing the mechanics that happen with each deck. Like, it's really interesting to me. I don't know why. Like, I'm just like, wow, it works like that? That's crazy. And other times I'm like, wow, that's busted. How did they let this throw? Who greenlit this? Okay. There's a lot on the board right now. One of you a toner? No. That means this is either an Xyz deck or a fusion deck. Or Link, maybe. Mutants. Has anyone in the chat play mutants? Viewer question. Anyone in the chat? You play mutants before? Please stand up. It is a no from me. It is a no from a few of our viewers, but you know, yeah. You ever play mutants? Let us know. Let us know. Yeah, Mothman. Danger is pretty cool. I've seen it. I see them. I haven't seen pure Danger before, I don't think. I see them run with like half with other decks. I haven't seen like a pure Danger deck. Like I don't know if they have like a full deck or not, but we'll see. We'll see. You don't have the feel spell. That's a little crazy. They do have pure dangers? Okay, well I've yet to see it, personally. That's awkward. That's right. Max C. Unfortunately, I don't think the Penguin deck is something that can do the Max C challenge. I will say with Marine Cess, I think I can get like 20, 25? With the, you know, the yield, you feel me? You feel me? You know what I mean? On the Maxi challenge. I need a read. Interesting, interesting. Okay, okay. Is this worth it? Like, am I just refreshing the XC's material? What's happening? What is this? Interesting, interesting. Okay, it's our turn right now. A mutant player's worst nightmare is someone who knows how the deck works, and that's why you ask. Interesting. Oh, Super Quantum White is back. Something's about to happen. Head to the battle phase. We can't do anything. Main phase 2. Let's head to the end phase for now. We'll see what happens. There's one specific penguin I've yet to really make use of. It's the Ninja Penguin. The Ninja Penguin has potential, but I've yet to be able to use its regular effect because it's like just so much more cost effective to use the other penguins. Okay, a lot's going on. Yeah, no, I think I've really liked all of the decks I've built. Like, they're so different, they're so interesting. Like, I really love how Ice Barrier plays. Ships is super fun. Marine Cess is pretty fun in some ways, but like, it's just, I feel like I have like the longest turns with Marine Cess. Like, it's really funny when people don't understand that they can't like target my main monster. But it's also like, I'm taking a really, really long time on this turn. You want to run a Synchro deck? Ice Barrier's Synchro, it uses Trishula. You hate Pendulum, so I don't think I'll ever build a Pendulum deck. Like, I don't like the gimmick. I have Trishula from my Ice Barrier deck in here. I have this guy, but like, honestly, we only summoned him one time. I don't want to build a deck around him. He's there. He's okay, I guess, you know. I've used it in like the like story mode, which reminds me, you know, I probably should get on doing some of those story quests. But like, I really like the solo mode. It's really interesting to see the lore behind the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's like, it's so, I don't know, like I look at it, I'm like, wow, this is, I had no idea. I'm kind of nerding out about it a little bit. Like, I'm a big person for like, I'm super into like lore, history, and all that kind of stuff. And like, I'm a huge like, kind of like biology nerd, but not really. Like, I like watching nature documentaries. You looked at all the decks you have. You don't have a single pendulum or ritual. I don't have a ritual deck either. I don't know any like ritual decks that interest me. I haven't looked at them though, so I don't know if there's any water ritual decks, maybe? You forgot ritual was a thing. Yeah, it doesn't happen often, I will say. My feather duster, no. Not negate attack. Not anything but negate attack. Well, it all depends on what we top deck next turn as to, whether or not we can do anything. And if we don't get a good top deck, we're doomed. But, the Chaos Monsters. This isn't Zeus. Ooh, it is, it's one of those games. It's okay, though. Your super heavies have pendulum. They sure showed you. Yep, they made you build a pendulum deck, didn't they? Got 'em. But the pendulum monsters I found really interesting is there's like there's like a pendulum deck with like, was it Dino Mist or something? Like it like the story quest was so interesting because it talked about like how there's this whole whole ecosystem, not Dino Mist, like the something else, like this whole ecosystem based around these dinosaur machine monsters. And it was... Waffles do have pendulums, but I don't run them. They have like the one. But what's it called? Dino Mechs? Maybe? I don't know. So like, it's one of the story quests, and it talked about how like each one of them, like these dinosaur mech creatures. Sorry, something I should be paying attention to the duel, but like, is the Megazord about to assemble? Are we gonna witness something interesting? I don't know. It's not Dinomorphia. It's like they're these machine dinosaur monsters. They're pendulum cards, and they all their whole lore is that like they all work in the ecosystem. Oh my god, they did summon a Megazord. Okay, I'm also a huge Power Rangers fan. I went my friend, the Goose Girl, took me to Power Morphicon. I'm not super big, like I only like the Pirate Power Rangers. Yeah, Dino Mix, that's what it is. Man, we got nothing. It's gonna be a rough duel, let me tell you. Anyways, we still have a chance though. We still got a chance. But yeah, no, like the pirate ones, they're so cool. Like I just the concept of them was so interesting to me. Because it's like, oh, what do pirates do? They steal things. We're gonna take other rangers' powers. And I'm like, this is genius. They're onto something great. It's so cool. Who do we want to summon? Who do we want to summon? Guess it kind of doesn't matter. Does this do anything? No. I'm trying to see if it's worth summoning anything from the graveyard. Let's just summon the penguin. Let's summon the penguin and let's start cooking. Let's see if we can cook. What's your effect? Tell me what your effect is. Shuffle one card on the field into the deck, huh? During the main phase. Well, it's now or never. Here we go. What do you need to summon mechas? Apparently a lot. Unaffected by effects except for super quadrant cards. Interesting. By card effects, huh? That's okay. We still got something we can do with this. Penguin Brave. Deactivate Penguin Brave. No, Penguin's gonna come back. That's a possible 8 material Zeus. Who do we want to special summon from the deck? Let's see. Do we have any other tuna monsters? 1, 2, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 3, 2? You're not a tuna. You're not a tuna monster. You're not a tuna monster. It's rough out here. 3, 3, 6, 6, 6, fix. Gosh dang it. I need some more options. Math is hard. It is so hard. You know how hard math is. Miss Starboy? Let's see. Can we do something with Miss Starboy? Let's look at our options. This even... I don't think this even works. Maybe that is the play. Maybe. No, it's not the play. We can't do Miss Starboy. Get to the battle phase. We can't do anything in the battle phase. Where's the Kaiju's? I have no Kaiju's. We're thinking. We're thinking. We're trying to use our brain for something. No? I would never? Not that I don't like women, but because this is like a pure water deck. Let's see if this works. If not, we lose. But, you know, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. This doesn't work, we lose. We're gonna see what happens. You literally have no decks for this upcoming event. Well, you better start putting one together. You got a lot of options. Does this work? Tell me if this works or not. I guess it doesn't work. It is what it is. I mean, we're gonna try to use its effect anyways, but it's not gonna work, of course. It's only affected by super quadrant monsters. Let's see. Oh, this ain't gonna work. The loner cards end up being good. I will say some of the loner decks are kind of strong. That's not the play. Well, what is the play here? Do we even have anything that beats 3600? Is that? No. No. Wow, maybe that's the downside of this deck, actually. Maybe the downside of penguins is we just don't have any, like, high attack monsters. That's not a monster. Yeah, huh. Maybe that is the downside of penguins. Maybe we need, like, it's morphin time. It really is. It really is morphin time. Yeah, maybe that is the downside of penguins. Maybe the downside of penguins is that, they're gonna banish Emperor Penguin. It is what it is. Yeah, I think that's the downside of penguins is, like, we don't really have anything that ramps up super high in the attack point. It is what it is. I guess that's true. You don't see it very often, but it's not even, like, the problem about the... The thing is, like, it's at 4+, so, like, even if they get to 4, right? Like, it's not even a matter about, like, them having 7 materials. It's a problem about having 4. To beat this monster, like, it's just gonna use the quick effect, right? To shuffle a card on the field to the deck, which is, like, normal. But if you were going to defeat that card in general, you would need something to like just take it out attack point wise, but I don't have something like that in this deck. I don't have anything that like just from base summoning has enough attack points to get over it, so that's something to consider, I guess, with the penguin deck. I don't run kaijus. I don't run kaijus in the other one, like I'm not going to. Thank you for waiting, by the way, Kenny. What's it called? So that's the thing with like this deck. Yeah, GG. No, I've never seen that card before. It was nice to experience, I will say. But that's like the thing. It's like, that's like... No access code talker? No, we're not running access. How many times do I have to tell you? We're not running access code talker. As far as we go with Utopia, but that's not consistent enough in this deck. Like, this isn't about that. This is about, like, what water monsters can we run to do some crazy thing. Okay, here's the bread and butter of this deck. Check this out, check this out. Assuming we get to add a card from our deck to our hand, right? The bread and butter of this deck is getting no penguin into our hand. No, we are not. Well, actually, I'd have to look at tiers, but like... The bread and butter is we send no penguin to the graveyard. Oh no, we did this wrong. Whoops. Man, I do this every time. Okay, so what's supposed to be the bread and butter of this deck is that I'm supposed to reduce the level of Emperor Penguin. Summon no penguin, or send no penguin to the graveyard, right? We're gonna have to just do this the other way, because we didn't do this correctly. That's on me. I have to remember, it doesn't work like that. So I'm supposed to get this to level 4 so that I can normal summon it. Which I guess we essentially did the same thing, except we don't have Monster Reborn anymore. This may come back to bite us. So now we have no penguin on the field. And now we have whatever other penguin monsters we want to get out from our deck. So, get out this one, and... Are you a tuna? You are not a tuna monster. The other downside is that we don't really have too many tuna monsters. We have like the 2. And since this is turn 1, it's not really optimal to have Trishula, unfortunately. Penguin Brave. I'm gonna activate the effect of Penguin Brave. Learning the Megazord combo takes a while to learn. They're gonna ash us, that's fine. It's like not fine, but we have to live with it. It is the nature of the game. You have to watch an Ava tutorial to learn Dragon Links? I mean, I guess. Me personally, I feel like I just played the deck to kind of figure it out, you know. This is as far as we go with penguins for now. It's not super strong. We have no negates, no returns, but it is what it is. Dragon Links is just too complicated. What's this? They said they're playing an anime deck, so we'll see what happens. Big boy coming. Okay, well we're gonna watch it. I don't know if I played this deck. I've definitely seen this monster, but it's hard to say whether or not we've played this deck. Cause like a lot of decks what they do is they'll like take one card from like a certain deck and just use that one card. Like the people who just run DPE to run DPE. Not saying that like they run DPE, but like You know what I mean? Where, like, I don't know if I'm ever playing, like, the pure deck. Like, I've probably seen the card before, so... Your mouth's closed. Okay, Utopia? Utopia? Utopia Double is here? Racing? It would have been really funny. Hear me out, hear me out. It would have been really funny if we had negated there. Who random's uncle runs DPE? Who is this? Utopia Beyond? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, too bad we don't have any more penguins set up. Would have been nice. I also don't know when I'll ever use this penguin's effect. Like, I'm never gonna have a good time to, like, set this penguin. You know? You know what I mean? Like, I can see, I guess, this monster summoning this penguin, but, like, why would you summon this penguin over another penguin? Does that make sense? It does happen, though. That is the Utopia. That is the double enough. PG. Was anyone else in queue? Did you still... Who was it? Let me go and check. Did you still want to duel Thanos? If you're still here, did you still want to duel? You did. You did ask to battle a while ago? And you showed up after everybody else who I'm trying to finish the queue of showed up, so... After Duck, it's you? Okay. We'll duel Duck then. Yes, I am a duck. Okay. Here we go. This is... Wait a second. This doesn't add up. You're definitely not a duck. Who's on the duel table? Oh, thank you, of course, GG. Thank you for stopping by, I appreciate it. I hope you have a nice night. Have a good one, Kenny. Have a good one. Only one Kenny. I'm gonna tell you right now, this ain't amazing. But we're gonna have to make do. What do we wanna cook with? Let me read something. When this card is activated, oh, okay. Okay, this is kind of greedy. Also, thank you. Hello. Neko X My, hello. Wait, Rin just gave me a shout out. Rin isn't even here. Okay, this is kind of risky, but if this works out, it would be good. If it doesn't work out, it is what it is. Guess we'll I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't think I've ever played this deck before. So we're just gonna have to see what happens. Oh, hello. Thank you. Meow. Thank you for the follow and hello. Thank you for the raid. How are you? How was your stream? Who the heck is this? Let me, Flash. I don't have mods, so I'm doing everything else myself, so bear with me. Go ahead and check out, I'm assuming a fellow duelist, but welcome, welcome. Hello everyone who's coming. I normally play Gunken Suships. Oh my god, Rin! Rin, hello! Let's also, well, I have the chance and nothing crazy's happening. Whoops. Hello, hello, how was ya? Rin was teaching you how to play? It's on a cooldown for another minute before I can do another shout out, but I will shout out Rin in just a moment. But hello, hello, how was the stream? Did it go well? You enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh? What kind of decks do you play? Let's hit him with the no. You? No? With the no? You know this deck? Me personally, don't know him. Altergeist? Yeah, I think we played Altergeist just a little bit earlier. We did play Altergeist. We just played Altergeist, like, I swear, like, just 2 or 3 duels ago. He's going for Borlow Dragon. Probably gonna get there, to be honest. We'll have to see. It all just depends on what penguins I have. Sometimes penguins go really hard. Sometimes penguins are so-so. They're still going, still going. Yeah, so we're playing our penguin deck right now. We're doing some. I think we have 2 more duels against viewers queued up. But we're dueling Duck, and then we're gonna duel Thanos. Pretty standard Yu-Gi-Oh day, you know. Overall, really nice. It's been good. Duels have been solid. We've witnessed some pretty cool decks today. We got a 7 mat mech out on the duel board. Boral N. Forgot the name. One of the 2. It was definitely there. Okay. Round 2. From our deck to our hand. Who do we want to add to our hand? So we're gonna do this. Hopefully it works out. Otherwise, otherwise, it ain't gonna go too hard. But we're gonna try. Okay, effect veil. It is what it is. Okay, let's see. What are our options? You are a toner. Let's. Oh, or face up on the field. You know what? This is why you need to read your card. Well, we can't activate Emperor Penguin. get to the battle phase, I guess. In phase 2. What does this do? I see. Yeah, I will say, penguins are hit or miss sometimes. They're really fun though. Like when you actually get to use them, they're really funny. We're gonna hopefully get there soon, but it's kind of hard with the meta, like everybody running the gates. It is what it is though. Like, I accept that that's how it is. Like everybody runs DPE for no reason because everybody else runs DPE. So you know. It doesn't really bother me too much though. It's cause like every duel I get to find out like more mechanics for each deck. Hopefully when I learn them all, I'll know what cards to like ash or like, you know, which monsters to take out versus other ones, because I feel like you really need to know like which cards you need to, you know what I mean? Like if you don't stop the correct card, it can just continue with the combo. What is this? I've never seen this before. Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic? Or maybe I have, but I don't recognize it. Top 5 of your deck. Activate a light or dark monster, add it to your hand, send them in card to the graveyard, banish one light or dark monster from your hand and graveyard. Set this card. Special summon this card from your graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. This was supposed to be a sous ship stream, and it turned into more of a penguin stream, but no, I'm not too upset about that though. I like penguins, they're good. Need to limit test penguins more, you know what I mean? Limit test the penguin. I don't know what's happening right now, by the way, on the other side of the board. They're summoning a bunch of monsters. As one does in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, so. IP Masquerena? Interesting. But yeah, like that's the nature of the game, and I feel like if you're gonna actually play Yu-Gi-Oh, you do kind of have to play every duel like that. Like you can't be like, oh, that's kind of mean. Like no, you have to play every duel like that. Like if you give someone an inch, they'll take a mile. You do have to shut everyone down when you get the chance. This is what I'm talking about. It's the access code talker. It's the access code talker. Everyone and the mother's uncle run an access code talker. 7K access code. I mean, isn't that normal though? Isn't that normal? Isn't it normally like around more like 8K? I could be wrong. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I swear I see it at like 8K. Goodbye, Great Emperor Pink. You know what we haven't been drawing recently? Like there was that one duel we had like 3 copies of evenly matched. Haven't seen an evenly matched in like a hot minute. You normally only go to 6K? Interesting. I don't know, I feel like maybe I'm just not paying attention because I don't register the access code talker personally. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh yeah, it's access code talker again, just like every other one. So I don't sit there and go, I'm like, oh wow, this access code talker slightly different from the other one. GG, thank you for the duel. Is that you? Is that you, Thanos? Are you Ethno? You're on table 6. I will meet you on table 6. Let's see what deck this is. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for you did make access code talker. Thank you for the duel, Doc. You did. You know, say its name and it shall appear. Access code talker. Is this another one? Is this he's got the buddy. Is it another one? Congratulations. It's I think I've yet to beat Rika. I think. I could be wrong, but I think I've given Rika a run for their money before, but I will say that like the one time I did do that was like back when I had Totally Awesome, so I don't know if I can do it. The penguins might be able to do it, actually, but we'd have to see. Who do I want to add? I'll add ya boy. Rika constantly. We have a viewer named Rika with 1K, and they recently built the Rika deck. But before, when I had dueled them before, they had run what's it called? Wish I had another level 3 tuna that wasn't this one. It is what it is. But yeah, so Rika used to, like, they still do. Rika has a Monarch deck, so. Penguin Brain. You live in constant fear of trap tricks, Rika. I don't know if I've seen trap tricks, Rika. Did we come across one? I'm not sure. I feel like we may have, but can't tell. I cannot tell. Your Dragon Link Dex needs to be updated. It do be like that. I think we're just gonna sit here for now. This is a pretty solid turn 1 for Penguin. This is like a standard turn 1 Penguin setup. This is classic Penguin. This is like the Penguins. Like if Penguins were to happen, it would be net. I'm a little bit concerned. Not super concerned, just slightly, ever so slightly. We're gonna do this. Yeah, I feel like we probably come across it at some point. You normally spear pass with Dragon Link and you feel lazy to do the combo. It happens, it happens. I don't know, we got a lot of things here. Maybe I don't need 3 copies of Penguin Brave, but maybe I do need 3 copies of Penguin Brave, who knows. I feel like the more I play the deck, the more I'll know what I want to have in the thing. It's maybe like a potential rematch scenario. We'll see. Is this mutants? Let's do this. Right, they did say that they play mutants. I don't know what they do. Okay, they're gonna do that. Okay, here we go. Interesting. What do we want to do? I guess this is the safest bet, to be honest. This is probably the safest bet. During the main phase, you can summon one mutant monster from your extra deck. Okay. They're gonna summon something that's normal, I think. Probably. Mutant synthesis. Thank you for your sacrifice, Penguin Soldier. Hello, oh my gosh. Hello? Fishies in the sea. Hey, I'm sorry I'm not playing Sous Ship right now, but I normally do have a Sous Ship deck. Welcome, Raiders. The name's Salie. I'm actually a lobster. But welcome. Right now we're playing penguins. But I do have a Sous Ship deck. Let's see. Penguins. What does this do for the rest of the turn? Unaffected by the effect of the same type monster spell trap as that card. Oh, they got rid of a monster card. Am I on the menu? I hope not. That's okay, we can live with that. Yeah, I am here, let me... I have a lobster tail and everything. I got little antennae. I'm gonna come back down now. You know what, let's throw on the cards. Anyways, I'm gonna read out follows in a second. I need to focus on the duel. Hello. Gosh. Let's see. What do we want to do? Is Trish? Trishul is not the play here. I think this is kind of crazy. But I think this is what we might want to do. We might wanna... Let me read this again. Okay. Never mind. Perhaps that's not... Maybe we should just, maybe we should just do the standard? 3, 4... This should be enough. 3, 4... 5 is too much. Why are numbers so hard? Why is counting so hard? That's okay. We can do this. Don't know what those face down cards are, so... Apologies. In the midst of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel, I will quickly thank you all, because I really do appreciate your support. I need to finish this up or I'm gonna lose the timer. It's not affected by monster effects, but we might as well activate the effect anyways. Cause you use it, you lose it, you know. See what those face down cards. Mutants are about to hit us with something crazy. Okay. Mirror Force, that's fine. What are we gonna banish? You got two of you. Get on out of here. Now, if it's a second Mirror Force... Is it? Is it? What is it? What is it? What's the face down? Show me the face down. It's gonna be something crazy. They can still activate, I think. We'll see. We'll see what happens. What just happened? Activate? Banish cards. Activate. Negate its effect till the end of the turn, even if this card destroys the opponent's monster by battle. Yada yada yada. I'm gonna do this right now so they can't do anything. Just gonna get that out of the way. This could ruin the duel for me, but I'm just gonna cover my bases. Let me say. Was that the right one? Is that the same monster? Nice. Wonderful. Main phase 2. Got nothing in the graveyard. We end our turn. This is gonna be a close one. Can I wink for science? Of course. Give me a second. Can I eye tracking? Is my eye tracking going to let me blink? That's the question. Before I blink, let me go thank everybody and I will attempt to blink. Thank you for the follow, Bennett. Estakona Sushi. Machine Jero? Let me know if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, by the way. I like trying to pronounce people's names correctly, so correct me if I'm wrong. Let me, I'm gonna have to pop off real quick so I can... I do this thing where, because, like, my eyes are kind of funky, I have it, put the blinking together. So let's unlink the blinking, and we should be able to wink. Probably looks a little funky. Let me try the other eye. I can't really tell because I gotta take my glasses off to do it. I'm gonna go away temporarily now so I can make it so my eyes aren't going crazy. Also, something's happening on the field. I should probably be back. It's back. It's back. It's back, but we called by the grave. So we should be okay for now. We got our base covered. They're gonna hit us with it the next turn though, so well, let's see what we top deck, but yeah, that's my attempt. Mirror Force. 0, it's okay. Win your matches first? Okay. I will attempt to do that. Let's, no, that wouldn't change anything. But thank you, thank you. Thank you for the support. I'm gonna try. The face down's about to hit me. Mirror Force, okay. We run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. The strongest penguin. Whale. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. They're gonna summon it again though the next turn, so I need to start using my brain. Let's attack. They're gonna do the thing. They're gonna add one of their banished mutant cards to their hand, so they're gonna add that back to the, you know, to be expected. How many times can this come? Can I just keep... Can I just keep bringing this back? Huh. Okay, okay. It really do work like that. It really does work like that. I guess. Its effects are negated. I will say that I didn't expect it to keep coming back. It did happen like that. It did happen. Do I want to... Let's just do this first to be safe. I don't wanna take any risks. I do say that when I duel viewers, I take the duels really seriously. Not that I want to be mean, but like I do say this very often. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Like I can't not take someone seriously in a duel. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose every duel. Thank you for the duel. Like if I, you know, like every now and then, like if they're trying to do something really special, GG by the way. Appreciate you waiting for the duel, Thanos. I appreciate it a lot. Like I was saying, like if we're trying to do something special, like you're trying to like make a specific mechanic of like a really hard to like pilot deck work, and I want to see what the mechanic is, sure, I'll let that through. Otherwise, like for the most part, let's go play Sous Ship in the background. Like I take my duels very seriously because like, you know, like I feel like one, you have to show like, you know, it's like a level of sportsmanship, like respect the people you duel, like especially, yeah, maybe I'll dunk on like, you know, the randoms and like your Twitch rigged out. No problem, GG. Like sometimes I'll dunk a little bit on the people in ranked, but like, you know, for somebody like, you know, I actually know, like, you know, give them the time of day, the respect, like don't waste their time in a duel if you can like help it and all that kind of stuff, etc. But also like, you know, I imagine they're playing, you know, as hard as they can. So, like, you know, I want to give it my all as well. That kind of stuff, you know? Dang, they have Witchcrafters, Sky Strikers, and Witchcrafters? That's crazy. Never seen a deck like this before. There's a lot going on. You don't know anything about the game, but you're enjoying listening to me talk? Well, thank you, thank you. It's just a card game. It's a card game at the end of the day. Let's see, Sky Striker Ace. End phase, let's see. What do you do? Let me read. If your spellcaster monster battles an opponent's monster, quick effect of your that monster, etc. Negate the effects of all face-up monsters currently in your opponent's control. Oh. Well, I want you to, this is my Sous Ship deck. Gonken Sous Ship. I do technically run it with, a little bit extra. I primarily play water decks. That's why you saw me playing the penguin deck earlier. So, I will say that, I do, like, if the deck isn't, like, if the deck's, like, ocean themed or something, I'll probably run it. And what I do is, generally, I, will, like, add some water monsters to it to make it more of a water deck. So, I have Megalo Smasher X here. So that I can summon Stealth Krogan, which is a water monster. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and... This is my deck master. If you don't know Gunkensu ship. I want to introduce you to my Gunkensu ship, Uni-class Dreadnought Carrier. Super Carrier. Super Dreadnought. No, Shirayu's the carrier. We're gonna activate its effect. What is this? We're just gonna hit it with that. So what happens is, Gunkensu Ship Oni's Dreadnought effect is that, its secondary effect is once per turn, during their battle phase or my main phase, I can pick a card on their side of the field and negate the effects of the card. So, we can finally start cooking with sushis. That's why it says, let them cook, it's sushi. So, we're gonna summon Gunkensu Ship Ikura, special summon, because we got Gunkensu Ship Shabri on the field. We're gonna check the top 3 cards of our deck. Unfortunately, there was no Gunkensu Ship Shabri in the deck, but you know, it is what it is. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and summon our Gunkensu Ship Ikura. Actually, wait a second. Wait. Pause. Let me read. We're not going to do that. I would love to show off the deck, but we're gonna win the duel instead. Say hello to Utopia? As much as I would love to show off the deck, I do want to, like, win. Oh, dang it. That's okay. We have something for this. I did not check that we had double or nothing in our hand. But that's okay, because I'm smart. And I know how to get myself out of this situation. Do we still even want a Utopia? Is Utopia enough? Huh. Is Utopia enough? Would just be 25. Utopia's not gonna be enough. We're gonna go with Stealth Organ instead. That's a misplay on my part. This Utopia here may be the death of us, but let's see what happens. We're gonna head to the battle phase. Going to destroy their monster. And hopefully this works out well. Okay, that didn't work out how I wanted it to, but that's fine. We'll make our way out of it. They're doing the Sky Striker thing, so that's on me for not realizing that I had double or nothing in my hand. Go ahead and do that. And then I could Zeus. I really could. That might be the play here, just as an insurance policy. But yeah, so what happens is, this monster needs to be able to pull this card out of my deck, but I only run one copy of this card in my deck because I normally don't need it otherwise, so... Whoopsie! I'd like to think I'm a pretty good duelist, but everyone makes mistakes, so... Apologies for the somewhat subpar gameplay. What is this? That's crazy. Is there a reason? Oh, I guess that's why. It's because they wanted to send that to the graveyard. That makes sense. Let's see what happens. It sounds like your duel's going really well. Splenda and Floki. I need to pay attention to the timer too, because you can lose, but like via timeout in this game for Callie here, who is it Kaleo? Is it Callie? Calais? Let me know. Is Sini better? Let me know how you would prefer me to refer to you. And I like pronouncing people's names correctly if I can help it, you know. I try. Any of those are good? Okay, well we'll go with Callie. Ayate? They're gonna do the whole Sky Striker thing. Sky Strikers, like, I don't know too much about the deck, but I know they like recycle a lot of cards from the graveyard, so we'll see how it goes. Probably call it after this duel though. But we've gone on. Oh wait, I should have used Zeus. That's my bad. Fluffles are pretty strong. It's a deck that gets you to plat easily. No, your Fluffles are really solid. It's a good deck overall. No, maybe it's fine that we didn't use Zeus, to be honest. We'll see how it goes. They're probably just gonna summon that other Sky Striker that destroys one of our monsters, and it will be what it is. If I lose this duel, it's because I didn't check double or nothing. But assuming they put that card face down, it looks like they're gonna... Never mind. I thought they were gonna move to the battle phase. They put one card face down, but... That's okay, though. We can live with that. If that's the only thing they're summoning, we're still potentially in this duel. Stealth Kraken comes back next turn. Yeah, so this is the Sky Striker card that they pick a spell card and they add it to the hand, and then they just start recycling the same, like, 4 spell cards over and over again. I think they're trying to see if they can get to 8,000. They're not going to? Interesting. Posture check? Yes, let's, let me hydrate. Let me drink water. That was the sound of me drinking water. Now let me, this is me how I normally sit. Let me see my model kind of move a little bit. Let me... Does Stealth Kraken not come back? That's crazy. Well... let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, this is Gonkensu Ship Shirayu. Its effect is it lets me summon another Gonkensu Ship monster from my hand, the field. And then it lets me place cards from my graveyard or my deck onto the top of the, onto the top of my deck. So I can recycle some of my Shoffrey. I will check that in just a moment. We are on the timer. And it ain't looking super hard, let me tell you. Maybe this is the play, to be honest. I think this is the play. We just gotta go as high as we can. Gotta get as much damage as we can so we can end out the duel. Let's head to the battle phase. Let's go ahead and detach. Let's attack the life points directly. And then attack the monster, so they can't just summon something else. There we go. Wonderful. We mad comfy tonight? Nice. I'm glad you're mad comfy, dog. That's good to hear. Yes. Wonderful. Ending the night out on a win. So that's some ways you can use Gonkensu Ship. It's a fun deck. I put a bunch of other cards in there because it's kind of funny when, like, they're like, I've gotten rid of all your sushi monsters. There's nothing you can do. It always double or nothing. That is true. Let me... Thank you for the follow, Dog Link. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can find another... Maybe someone has suggestions. Does anyone know of any Yu-Gi-Oh players currently live that we can raid? I like passing on the love. We got so many, That reminds me, I was supposed to shout out Rin. And I forgot because the timer was so long. I did. I think I rated them the other day. Are they live right now? Let's run it back. I'll get that set up. Yeah. Thank you for the raid, Rin, by the way. I appreciate it. And thank you for the, Thank you for the raid, Sokka. Akana Sushi, I appreciate it. And, Neko, I also appreciate the raid. Thank you for all the follows today. I appreciate it a lot. Glad you guys are enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh so much. There's not as many as last time, so I think I can actually go through it. Thank you for the follow, Warlord Renji, today. Relty, Zim, Kenny, Thanos. Kenny went to sleep, but you know, who knows? He may watch the end of the video. Thank you for the follow, Neko, Ben, Sakana, Jevro, Dark Links. I appreciate it. I'm going to get the raid set up. I hope you guys all have a nice rest of your day, evening, wherever you are. It's been a solid day. Have a great time. I'll see you guys later in the week. It may or may not end up being a full Yu-Gi-Oh week. It depends on what I feel like doing on Variety Day, but... Appreciate you all. You're all in my thoughts. $1.